Many are asking why news outlets had not taken up the issue of Prajwal Revanna's cases of alleged sexual abuse earlier, as some of these videos have been doing rounds since 2023. One reason is that many of Karnataka politicians have their sex tapes going around, and those who had access to the alleged Prajwal videos probably thought that they were consensual sex tapes. The other reason is far more serious. Prajwal Revanna anticipated the leak and got a gag order in June 2023 against 86 media outlets. Now, after the tapes broke out, his grandfather H.D. Devegowda and uncle Kumaraswamy have gotten yet another gag order, this time against 82 media houses. My video today isn't just about Prajwal Revanna, but it's about the trend in Karnataka where courts give gag orders easily, and that too to politicians. We've counted around 600, that's right, 600 gag orders since 2013 alone. So in this week's Let Me Explain, I look at how Bengaluru has emerged as the injunction capital of the country and how politicians, especially from the BJP, have gagged the media. Let me explain. The News Minute also has several gag orders against it, some for stories that we have not even reported on. But our lawyers are clear about one thing. We challenge all gag orders. Most media houses don't. We're also planning to move the court against gag orders in general. Whenever we have started legal funds, our readers have pitched in. This time too, you can do your bit and become a paid TNM subscriber. So back to Prajwal Revanna's injunction. In June 2023, Prajwal got an injunction to prevent the spread of what he termed as fake news and morphed photographs and videos. We now know what the videos he was referring to were. The BJP leader from Hassan, Devaraje Gowda, in fact mentioned this in an interview that somebody who had the visuals approached him. But as there was a gag order, he too wasn't sure what exactly to do. So there was the fear of contempt of court, then there was the fear of H.D. Revanna's family. Now more recently, Devegowda and Kumaraswamy have also gotten an injunction order. They don't want the media to mention them in relation to the Prajwal case. The only saving grace here, at least this time, it was not a blanket ban on reporting. Media was allowed to report the truth. But this has not always been the case. Another politician, Kantesh, got an injunction in the city civil court on April 27th. He is the son of expelled BJP leader Ishwarappa and is an independent candidate from Shivamogga. Now, he just sought an injunction to prevent the media from showing any obscene photos, videos, screenshots or audios pertaining to him. The court promptly obliged. This too was an ex parte injunction. So what exactly does an ex parte injunction really mean? Ex parte injunctions are stay orders given without hearing the other side. Basically a one-sided gag. So those who are being gagged have absolutely no say in it whatsoever. Most of the injunctions in the last 10 years given by Bengaluru courts have been ex parte. Last year, my colleagues Dhanya Rajendran and Shivani Kawa spent weeks tracking down injunctions given by Bengaluru courts and wrote this report. You can read the entire report. The link is in the description below. They went through court records of the last 10 years and found that there are more than 600 suits registered against media houses in Bengaluru courts alone. Now, ever since this report was filed in October 2023, more injunctions have been given. For example, the Times of India in Bangalore alone has gotten 16 new injunctions in 2024. Deccan Herald has gotten 3 new ones. This includes reporting on a POCSO case filed against former Karnataka Chief Minister Yediyurappa. Among politicians, the trend was started by BJP politician and Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar in 2017. He made the Wire take down 2 articles that scrutinized his political career and business ventures in media and defense sectors. And yes, this too was an ex parte injunction, which means that the Wire was denied the opportunity to present their perspective. It was only after 2 years that a Sessions Court judge overturned this injunction, stating that the article was not defamatory and that such orders are against freedom of press. From 2013 to 2023, there's been a surge, now ranging from 30 to 80 cases every single year. The Deccan Herald in Bengaluru had a total of 516 suits filed against it, while the Times of India had 486 in the last decade. Between 2017 and now, over 24 BJP politicians have gotten injunctions, and most of them relating to cases of sex scandals, sexual harassment, and sexual assault. In 2019, Tejasvi Surya got an injunction even before he became an MP. He managed to secure an ex parte injunction against 49 media outlets after a woman accused him of sexual harassment. Thankfully, the Karnataka High Court soon stepped in and set aside the injunction, saying that the voters have a right to know all the information about the candidates. In 2021, when a sitting minister, Ramesh Jarkiholi, stepped down after TV channels aired an unverified sex tape featuring him, 6 other BJP leaders, all sitting ministers, got ex parte injunctions. Why? You won't believe this. Because they feared CDs featuring them too could be released. Really, I'm not making this up. The city civil court promptly stepped in and granted the injunction. Now the question here is this: why did they think that there'd be similar CDs on them? And how did they know that they could be made public? Why is someone releasing a private tape of a minister? These are questions I do not have conclusive answers for, and I leave it to you to join the dots. Now the thing is, I cannot read all the cases where injunctions have been obtained. There are over 600 of them, as I already mentioned, and I'll be completely out of breath, and you will be bored. But let me highlight some of the patterns that Dhanya and Shivani found. The highest number of politicians from one party getting injunctions are from BJP, around 24. This is not to say that JDS and Congress leaders have not gotten. Over 8 Congress leaders and more than 5 JDS leaders have also gotten injunctions against the media. So really, divided by parties, but united by injunctions. And it's not just in cases relating to sex tapes. For example, in March 2023, a city civil court in Bengaluru restrained 46 media outlets from reporting any defamatory opinion against the then BJP MLA Madal Virupakshappa and his son Prashant Kumar. Now, Virupakshappa's son had just been caught red-handed receiving 40 lakh rupees as bribe by the Karnataka Lokayukta. Now remember, I'd called Bengaluru the injunction capital? Let me tell you why. Let's take the example of the Hindu, which is headquartered in Chennai. The newspaper has no injunction suits against it in Chennai courts in 2023, but it has more than 80 such cases in Bengaluru in 2023 alone. This is perhaps why even people from other states approach Bengaluru courts for injunctions. Like Lata Rajnikant, who lives in Chennai but approached a Bengaluru court against 76 media publications in 2014 regarding a financial dispute. No prizes for guessing, of course, she got the injunction. So it isn't just politicians who are approaching courts and securing gag orders. People accused of crimes, corporate companies, cooperative banks, private individuals, government servants, including police officers and bureaucrats, have sought similar orders. But court records do show that they're not as successful as politicians in securing gag orders. I'll give you another example. Shivamurthy Murugaswamy, the head pontiff of the famous Muruga Mutt, was accused of raping 2 minors in August 2022. After this, he was jailed. Now, 2 people claiming to be his disciples secured an ex parte injunction. All these injunctions appear to be nothing more than excuses to buy time and to ensure that the media's interest in an issue wanes or that they feel intimidated. In many cases, politicians have withdrawn cases after elections. Now, why should you care about these injunctions? I'll tell you why. While they're restraining the media, their actual target is you. They don't want the public to know and are shooting us, the messengers. While in many cases the content might be private material, irrelevant to the public and not necessarily in public good, in many others, Media's responsible reportage in the issue can even help the victims get justice. Prajwal Revanna case is one such example. And before you leave, if you like my work, pause this video and scan this QR code and support us. I'll wait. I'll end this video with what former Supreme Court Judge Justice Madan Lokur said about ex parte injunctions. He said ex parte injunctions should be an exception, not the rule. In matters of speech and expression, the court must be circumspect since an injunction restricts the exercise of a fundamental right guaranteed by the Constitution. That's it from me for this week. I'll come back with yet another episode of Let Me Explain. Meanwhile, don't forget to like and share this video and become a paid TNM subscriber.